Yo, what is up, my fellow Virgin Boy? Even like Steak Sauce can never take a motherfucking loss. Today we will react to the fight business as always. You feel what I'm saying? I just woke up. I'm tired of this shit. I ain't even gonna lie, but the grind don't motherfucking stop. We in this bitch. But today we'll react to Leon Edwards versus Bilal Muhammad. That fight is finally happening, sadly. But we'll react to a deeper dive. But let's get right into this son of a bitch and see what's popping on. Yeah,
You
man.
might not get it as fast or as easy as you've envisioned.
Man, why can't I catch a break?
You might not get pushed and promoted the same as others.
Dana, please, just give me my
The
shot.
community might not give you the same love and respect that you want.
Is there a chance that like he can leapfrog Bilal and get that title shot?
But if you keep winning, you will, without a doubt, become undeniable.
Just my journey, the long hard road it took to get here. No doubt to me.
Leon Edwards and Bilal Muhammad
They all doubted me, so I couldn't do it.
are proof of that theory.
No one has probably earned a shot like he has in the UFC in the history of people deserving shots.
The UFC returns to England for 304, and in the main event, Leon Edwards put his title on the line against the most boring, deserving welterweight contender.
No, you said it right. The most boring ass nigga in the whole fucking world. I seen all these Twitter posts, Instagram posts, all this weird shit. Like, this nigga better win. Like, he talking all this hot shit, but we all know who gonna win this match.
Bilal Muhammad, a rematch of their botched 2021 encounter.
Oh, I literally hit his guts.
Bro, this nigga really making me mad, bro.
He's making me hate people with a London
In
accent.
the co-main events,
Like, who says that, bro? Like,
unarguably the best heavyweight in the world, Tom Aspinall defends his interim title
for real, you just sound like you don't like black people, bro. Like, I'm throwing that bait card on you now, buddy.
against one of the most complete heavyweight on the roster, Curtis Blades, and the only UFC fighter to quote-unquote beat
I
him.
could feel like I would have been able to find the knockout on the feet, but we never got to get there. So
Yo, my man's Curtis Blades' face looked like he really like Blades, like he cut the Blades. Like, I don't think Blades can cut him. Like, his face just look, yeah.
Rematches, sure, and the other four names might have made you yawn, but these need to happen for the sport and for a closure. Welcome to the fighting business. Leon Edwards is looking to defend. Bilal Muhammad has had enough of the disrespect and wants to shut us up. Aspinall is being built up as the bane of John Jones's career, and Blades is just pissed off, period.
Didn't John Jones, like, you know what? We all know what's going on, but if y'all don't, subscribe to Full Mount MMA to know any fighting news. You know, that's not promotion, just is real shit.
The fighters in the main and co-main are no strangers to each other, but we never really found out who was the better man. Let's dive deep.
The fighting business is one of my favorite new channels going right now.
Thank you to the fighting business. Absolutely amazing.
Why didn't they say absolutely amazing channel? But okay.
Tom Aspinall versus...
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm gonna get a mic. I'm gonna actually get a mic instead of a headset, bro. You know what? I need to upgrade. I need to get my money up so I can, like, you know, make this shit more entertaining for y'all, man, and for me too. You feel what I'm saying? But let's get into this son of a bitch. But I love watching UFC. I want to make UFC videos for y'all. Like, honestly, I really do. I know what I'm talking about, and I have a passion for UFC. You feel what I'm saying? So it's about to be more UFC on the belt.
Curtis Blades.
And probably some WWE, but I don't think a lot of people like really like WWE because it's, you know, it's fake allegedly. Even though to me personally, I know it is, but it's a creativity that's real to me. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I'm just react to UFC because it's, you know, it's hot right now. And WWE hot right. Let me shut the fuck up.
I mean, when you think about what pound for pound really means, right?
Ever since Francis Ngannou gave Dana White the middle finger and walked out, the company shifted all of its focus and goodwill towards John Jones.
When you talk about who's the baddest dude in the world, you put two
Yo, where is Francis? Ever since he got knocked out, that nigga been gone.
guys in a room, and who walks out? John Jones. Fucking John Jones. John Jones. John Jones.
Jones, who completed his heavyweight transformation the moment Francis left, made a glorious return at UFC 285 and submitted Cyril Gane in a few minutes.
So DC John Jones back like he never left.
Even as we speak, Dana White is telling someone that John Jones is the greatest fighter ever.
As an educated adult who knows the fight business, you cannot deny that while John Jones is active, he is the greatest fighter in the
If no
world.
one is around, then I'm sure he's yelling this at his reflection in the mirror.
Do you believe John Jones was afraid of Francis?
Not only is John Jones not afraid of Francis, John Jones is the baddest fighter to ever live, ever, in any combat sport.
All the while, he has been ignoring the real best at heavyweight, Tom Aspinall.
Okay, I'm sorry to say this, but, you know, I'm a UFC fanatic. I like to hear Dana White point of view, and I like to hear everybody else point of view. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes Dana White don't remember certain fighters. Don't get me wrong. But on some real ass shit though, who did Tom Aspinall fight for him to be right now a goat or that bull? Like who did he fight that was like, oh shit? Like he fought Sergey, whatever his Russian name is, Pavlikov, and he was a fucking Mike Tyson of UFC. And what happened? He got knocked the fuck out, and everybody was like, "Oh, Tom is so good. He took advantage of his kindness and found out his reach." Like Tom Aspinall is a cool dude, but he's an asshole for that. You feel me? I'm not saying, Tom Aspinall is bad. He's actually really fucking good. But he never John Jones, the people he fought, he never got, or I ain't gonna lie, John Jones' upbringing was kind of like fucked up. And I ain't gonna sit here and try to root for my nigga, but I'm really rooting for my nigga only because like he is technically the best. You know what I'm saying? He fought the best of the best. He fought championship fights. You know what I'm saying? The only person that's like close to John Jones right now at this moment is Alex Pereira. You got to look at it like that. Like Tom Aspinall has an interim title. Like the fuck, what is he defending? That's not even a fucking title. You feel what I'm saying? He just gotta wait. That's all. That's why Oxbury was like, yo, like, what the fuck do I look like fighting somebody with an interim belt? Like, I don't give a fuck how much y'all want it. I need a belt. I need 3 belts. You feel me? We just gotta wait till John Jones fight. But 10 times out of 10, I feel like he's gonna get stripped. For real, I feel like he's gonna get stripped, and then Tom Aspinall going to fight for the heavyweight title, and then Alex Pereira is gonna knock out Tom Aspinall, and then John Jones, and then Alex Pereira gonna knock him out. All right, let me stop.
You ever been fingered by an MMA fighter before?
What?
The current interim champion has been a wrecking ball since his debut. What he did to Sergey Pavlovich at UFC 295 with a back injury was his crowning achievement, with most of the MMA community turning on John Jones, who is Dana White's champion. Tom Aspinall is the people's champion, with a bright future ahead of him.
Do you consider yourself the real champion?
I've got a belt. Seems pretty real to me.
Yeah, niggas like him don't last long in the division.
Showed up when the real champion didn't show up.
But he best not look ahead of his current opponents, Curtis Blades.
I assume you, like, for the interim title, would you go back over to the UK for that fight?
Yeah, London was dope. I'm down to go back.
Aspinall's lone loss in the UFC is to Curtis. The fight lasted a total of 15 seconds before Aspinall injured his knee, and we really found nothing about who the better man is. The majority of MMA fans think that Tom is the better fighter, and if not for that freak injury, he would have ran through Curtis, and that's exactly what he is going to do in the co-main event of UFC 304. That's what they say, at least.
Yeah, I don't know he's gonna beat Curtis Blades, because like he hit everything about him is blades, bro. Like that's why when he kicked him, that shit got tragic, nigga.
But a powerful wrestler with knockout power is a nightmare. Blades has a few losses on his record, but make no mistake, this dude is a rough fight for every heavyweight, Aspinall and Jones himself included.
Curtis Blades, like Bilal Muhammad, has shown a new wrinkle to his game, that vicious ground and pound that he used.
Is there any areas you feel like you've improved since the first fight?
Yeah, my footwork, my grappling, my jiu-jitsu.
With visible improvements in his striking technique, Blades is fully capable of ruining Aspinall's momentum, and that is the last thing he needs. If Aspinall loses, John Jones is going to hop on Twitter and smash out 100 or so tweets about how Tom was never any good.
There's more riding on this for Aspinall, because if he loses to a wrestler, then it's gonna be like, oh, well, you lost to Curtis Blades. What would have John?
Yo, no disrespect, but who the fuck gives a fuck what this nigga gotta say? Like,
done to this guy.
And then Dana White is going to spend the entire post-fight press conference glazing the guy who's held the division hostage for over a year now. With so much to lose and little to gain, Aspinall is putting it all on the line against a monster like Curtis Blades.
I'm very, very excited for it. It's a lot of pressure, mate. Not gonna lie. There's a lot of pressure, of course. Yeah.
The headline might read,
it's a lot of pressure, mate. Of course, mate. Of course, mate.
Interim, but for a vast majority of MMA fans, the victor of the co-main event will be the best heavyweight in the world.
Yeah, I don't know what the best heavyweight in the world, buddy, but it's gonna be a good fight.
Leon Edwards versus Bilal Muhammad.
Yo, before he even get to talk about this, bro, I really don't like Bilal Muhammad. Like, as a human being, yeah, he's a cool ass dude, but like, as a fan watching him, he's a fucking bitch, bro. If any of y'all niggas like Bilal Muhammad, bro, you gotta go get checked out ASAP, fam.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 18 seconds of round.
Leon Edwards was beating his ass in that fight. He kicked the shit out of him. He Usman his ass before Usman got Usman. You feel me? But Bilal didn't fall, though. I ain't gonna lie. He kind of stumbled a little bit.
Number 2, due to an accidental eye poke to Muhammad, he cannot continue. Therefore, this main event has been declared a no decision.
That was a sad end to a fight that was almost fated to disappoint and put people to sleep. Leon Edwards, who was on a substantial winning streak, was finally able to compete after more than a year off. In the corner, you had Bilal Muhammad, a talented fighter on a decent streak of his own, but he was more popular as a meme than as a fighter.
What is this? Yo, real shit.
Perhaps wanting to prove doubters wrong, Edwards was fighting uncharacteristically aggressive, and it was entertaining for as long as it lasted. Leon outclassed Bilal in the opening round, but 18 seconds in the second, a rather bad eye poke brought an end to the fight, and the ringside doctor declared that Bilal, with one eye open, was not capable of continuing. Bad end to a fight, and neither found something to brag about.
It's another unfortunate situation, but at least during that
first round?
Yeah, the first round, they got to see your skill level.
Yeah, for sure. And I was just getting warmed up as well.
Leon Edwards was...
I like the dedication of the fighting business that he watched every fucking video or podcast that got something to do with a fighter, and he just picked the right clips. I respect this nigga, yo.
Back in the octagon a few months later, hoping to gain some momentum, and the UFC somehow got Nate Diaz to fight him. Edwards was obviously expected to outclass him, but being on the same stage as Nate Diaz definitely exposed how relatively unpopular Leon Edwards was. And even in the fight, Nate had one moment, and it drowned whatever Leon had accomplished in the past 24 minutes. Rocked by a lightweight, they said. Usman, the reigning champion, was going to destroy him. For some reason, Leon once again sat on the sidelines for a year, demanding a title shot. Usman had cleared out the division, and all popular contenders were beaten twice, and Leon Edwards was given the chance as he was the last option available. He was expected to get steamrolled, but at UFC 278, Rocky pulled off the KO of the year.
Yo, Usman fought the same fucking people his whole UFC reign, bro. He fought Gilbert, you know what I'm saying? He fought Jorge Masvidal twice. He fought Colby Covington twice. He fought Leon Edwards 3 times, bro. But, you know, the second time he lost. But I can't count that. But technically, he still was a champ before he got knocked out. But this nigga fought the same people, bro. I'm not trying to hate on his title reign. I'm just saying he fought the same people. Like, he didn't clear out the division. He cleared out the division certain people. Like, you feel me?
Stop feeling sorry for you. Well, come on then. What's wrong with you? You're too now you gotta pull the out of the fire.
And ended the nightmare of the welterweight division.
Don't let him bully your son.
There it is. No!
Easily one of the most...
Bro, watching that live is just so fucking beautiful. They all say I couldn't do it. They all say I couldn't do it. Look at me now. Pound for pound. Headshot dead. That's it. That shit was like... I just love being black, bro.
Iconic moments in UFC history, but despite the hellacious knockout and the post-fight speech, there was a lot of doubts about Edwards, as some felt the victory over Usman was a fluke win.
Your excuse for the 3 rounds before that, get your head beat in.
Get your head beat in.
Your coach had to back you. Come on, Rocky. Come on, Rocky.
Leon Edwards put those doubts to rest when he defeated Usman in the trilogy bout at UFC 286, letting everyone know a new era had begun at welterweight. The champion returned at the end of the year pay-per-view of 2023, putting his title on the line against the last remaining remnant of the prior era.
This was the most freakiest, weirdest, most ugliest, most... Like, come on, bro. You a fighter, bro. Like, why are you coming out here to kind of dress like another man, bro? Like, nice try, Diddy.
Colby Covington.
I'm going to bring you to a place you never want to be. I'm going to bring you the 7th layer hair. Hell.
Okay.
We'll say what's up to your dad while we're there.
Yo, when he said that, bro, I know Leon was going to kill that nigga, bro. No bullshit.
Oh! Covington employed some of the best outrageous trash talk ever and successfully got under Leon's skin, but during the actual fight, Rocky had no trouble keeping the persistent wrestler at range and won a comfortable decision. He even out-wrestled Covington at times, just to prove to Colby and every other contender the champion was undefeated for nearly 10 years for a damn good reason.
Leon Edwards the better man, and by a significant margin in my mind tonight.
What was interesting is that he made choices tonight that were not the best choices to win the fight, but almost like to prove a point.
Meanwhile, the other guy, let's see if I can remember his name. Bilal. Yeah, Bilal Muhammad went on quite the destructive streak after the no contest. Okay, I'm kidding. He didn't. He kept winning, but there was just something missing.
Oh, my fault, yo. I fell asleep. Every time I see Bilal Muhammad, snooze fast.
He was winning, but it just felt bland and uninspiring.
Lau did it. You did it, dude. You went 25 minutes with a one-armed fighter and hit his guard over and over.
Yo, bro, I'm not trying to hate, but why do people watch this nigga, bro? Like, he just talks shit about fighters all day, bro. Is that, like, cool? Should I start doing that? Nah, I'm gonna let him do his thing.
Over again.
And did he, like, assume John Jones was gay? Holy shit, niggas really be in the house. Like, you gotta do some push-ups, buddy.
And showed no skill. You'll forever have that nose.
Bilal then made the decision of training with...
Yo, low-key, I hate people that talk shit about fighters, and then when a fighter get in they probably, get in their face and be like, oh no, I was just in a video and shit like that. Me? Jamal Hill. If you still trying knuckle, bro, we can get it, bro. No bullshit. We not in the same weight class, but I get in there with you, bro. For some money, yeah, nigga. What's up, nigga? I ain't no bitch, nigga. I'm from the trenches, nigga. I need that. I'm gonna support my viewers, nigga. Let's get it, Jamal. Somebody clip this, you feel me? Make an edit out of it. I'm trying, yeah.
With UFC Hall of Famer Habib in preparation for his fight with Sean Brady.
My back, I'm going to my back, starting on my back, and I'm like, all right, let's move. So I'm trying to play like guard, trying to go for armbar or anything like that, and then Khabib just yelling at me, get up. We're not playing jiu-jitsu. This is get up. This is MMA.
We did see a different Bilal Muhammad at 280, more comfortable with his hands and always going forward. And what do you know? The guy actually ended up scoring a TKO victory over then undefeated Sean Brady.
I still don't think that I can.
Yo, I fuck with Sean Brady. We both from Philly. Brooklyn in the house. Where it is born. But I don't like this nigga, bro.
Be a champion, and it just made me angry, and it just made me want to push myself a lot harder. So I went out there, got with the best team in the world, with Habib's team, and I just leveled up, I think.
The UFC, however, was still not comfortable with the idea of Bilal fighting for the 170-pound title, so they put him up against Gilbert Burns, maybe in hopes that Burns, who was surging, would put an end to Bilal's win streak and save Dana White some sanity. But Bilal prevailed again. Granted, Burns was injured, but in his past few fights, Bilal looked like a worthy contender, and that win over Burns was enough. Since that victory over Burns, Bilal has been calling for his rightful title shots, and there were rumblings of a few other matches, particularly during UFC 300 season. Something about Hamzat or Islam challenging Leon, but they did right by announcing this matchup for UFC 304. It just has to happen.
Dana White.
Yo, on some real shit, he should have forced shot cop Romanov, nigga.
Has been making some announcements, and we got to get into this. UFC 304, July
27th. I think that's how you say it. I don't fucking know.
27th in Manchester, England. Guys, listen to this fight card. Edwards versus Muhammad. That is the welterweight main event title fight.
Now I know, both Leon and Bilal are not the two most entertaining fighters. They don't typically...
Yo. Fighting business. Get off Leon's dick, bro. I don't give a fuck if he's entertaining or not. That nigga need to win. First of all. Second of all, I agree with you with the Bilal Muhammad. He's pretty shitty. I'm getting sick of the fucking wrestling all day. But at the same time, I love watching MMA. I love when they wrestle. I ain't gonna lie. I love watching that shit. I don't give a fuck. I just don't like watching certain girls.
Typically knock people out, and their styles don't really complement each other well. That said, I've been wrong before. Usman versus Covington was supposed to be a shit show, but turned out to be an epic war.
I thought it was crazy.
Crazy fight.
I thought it was crazy.
Leon played it safe against Colby because Colby allowed him to take it easy. I don't see Bilal being content on staying on the outside and eating shots. Poor guy had to spend years screaming to get a title shot, and in the main event of 304, I don't see him holding back.
I literally hate his guts. He's making me hate people with a London accent. Sorry, Tuco. Like people.
Nah, bro, you just racist, bro.
Well, that with that British accent pisses me off.
Leon clearly got the better of him in the first round for as long as that lasted, which was only one round. Bilal back then was a slow starter. Since he started training with the Dagestani Terminators, he has upped his activity. In fact, I can almost foresee Bilal going Habib mode because that is how you beat a striker as talented as Leon. Accurate and fast with perfect distance management and fundamental technique, Edwards is one of the most polished strikers in the sport. To wrestle him, you have to close the distance, and that's easier said than done. The other two wrestlers at 170, Usman and Colby, struggled too and played right into Rocky's game.
What do you make to Bilal's confidence ahead of this fight?
Deluded. He's talking a lot of shit, so make sure you can back it up.
For the first few rounds, Bilal is going to have to bear it. Takedowns or not, Edwards is going to put on a striking clinic, but what happens if we get into the championship rounds? What if Bilal is still in there and still chain wrestling and not giving Edwards any space? To defeat this version of Leon Edwards, you have to go forward, be fearless, and wrestle until you take the belt from him. Is Bilal Muhammad like that? We'll find out.
Like I said, it is what it is, and we got no one's remembered his name in Manchester, so all good.
Don't underestimate two top welterweights.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Leon, if you let this nigga win, bro.
Especially considering what they have gone through in the past, these two might just put on the fight of the night. But even if they don't, let me tell you this. This is the right thing to do. It's funny to meme Bilal, but the guy deserves it as he has proven himself. And Leon Edwards, as the champion, deserves a worthy contender. Can Tom Aspinall retain his interim title and remain?
Bro, come on. I'm not trying to hear a nigga retain. Like, when the fuck did you ever hear some dumb shit like that, bro? Retain the interim title, nigga? Nobody cared about interim titles until Tony won one, nigga.